Terry, where is the pen?
What pen?
The pen. It's here every week. Where's the pen?
Cronulla.
Cronulla.
It's in Cronulla. Still on top of the table, baby.
LVOT.
Welcome back to another episode of Rugby League Outlaws, brought to you by our good friends at Top Sport. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Dan, I liked and subscribed to this weekend of footy. It was perfect.
Pretty close to perfect.
Yeah, it was.
Dragons won.
Now, just a quick update as well. We don't have the results for Top Sport last round because we've come straight from the game to here.
That's right. I haven't checked.
We haven't
had a chance to rewatch yet. I'm going to.
All I can tell you is I got the money ball right. You got it wrong. We're happy to live with that.
$2 every
Thank
week.
you, Tristan. But let's just break into the news straight away.
Do you hear that?
It's Fraud Watch.
It's Fraud Watch.
It's Fraud Watch. We've got two teams we're calling out as frauds.
Can I go first, please?
I'd love you to.
The Newcastle Knights.
Now,
Frauds!
I was pretty
Frauds!
Frauds. Adamant in the preseason that Newcastle had to be in the top 8, but you told me no. We're starting to see no ponga, no party. Mm-hmm. Adam O'Brien can't make switches during a game, and he doesn't know who his best halves combination is. And I want to say this. Last year when they went on their run, it was because of the form of Phoenix Crossland. Mm-hmm. They don't have that running game with Jaden Brayley. They don't have that threat. True. He's so quick, like off the mark out of dummy half, whereas Brayley is not, and he don't run, and he's not threatening. No,
he can't kick and he can't. He can tackle a little bit.
Yeah, he can tackle very well.
Can we finally put the Brayley discussion to bed?
Yeah, Taj is the best.
Yeah, Taj is the best.
Cool.
And then it's Blake, and then it's, if they got a sister,
their dad.
Then it's Jaden.
I think there's alarm bells for Newcastle.
Can we call a spade, Terry? Mm-hmm. Newcastle were terrible until Kalen Ponga went on a 7-game winning streak where he was the best player in the competition. Mm-hmm. And then when he was okay in the finals, they got smashed. Yeah. Let's be serious. No Ponga, no party, you said. Mm-hmm. There's no one else. Bradman best,
Without any ball, he's Bradman worst.
They're halves, mate.
Yeah.
3 different halves pairings in 3 weeks. It's not on.
No, it's not. I
tuned in the New South Wales Cup, as you do. Yeah. And Jack Cogger ran out. I was like, what?
Why, yeah. Look, we've said it. Tyson Gamble either needs to be in the 13 or the 14.
Yes, you can't play halves.
But the form of Adam Elliott's the 13, so Tyson Gamble's the 14. That means you'd be carrying Gamble and Crossland on the bench. So I think you've got to make the hard call.
Brayley out.
Put Crossland back at 9. Send Brayley down to St George. Flanagan wants him. Mm-hmm. Let it happen.
Yep, completely fair.
Who's the other team we're putting on Fraud Watch?
Well, I'm going to throw this to you because this was your shout and I'm here to support you.
It's the North Queensland Cowboys.
Oh, frauds.
They have bullied some teams this year. Scored a lot of points, right? Yeah. They are still the team that scored the most points in the competition, having only scored 1 try on the weekend.
True.
But they've scored 187. Mm-hmm. They've conceded 195.
It's a lot of points.
That is a lot of points.
A lot of points.
I am willing to call them frauds.
I'll put Newcastle here on the fraud line. Cowboys a little bit below. Still frauds, but nowhere in the same hemisphere as Newcastle. They're gross. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm willing to say they're the only 2 teams at the moment that seem to be like the genuine imposters. You've got teams like Parramatta who are like up and down, but no one really considered Parramatta a threat. The Cowboys came out all guns blazing and looked really good. They've actually played some good teams now, and they're not that good.
No.
Frauds. Dan, this next one has been a bugbear of mine for about 3 weeks now.
All yours, sir.
It's referees refereeing on opinion. Mm-hmm. All right? I want to give you an example, and I have to go back to last week for this example, but I heard it over and over again this weekend. Now, I was at the Sharks vs Souths game. Bomb was put up. Jesse Ramian ran through, contested the bomb with Jack Whiten. Mm-hmm. A penalty was given. The Sharks challenged it. Gerard Sutton in the box turned around and said Jesse Ramian had his eyes on Jack Whiten and jumped late. And in my opinion, that is a disruptor. Mm-hmm. But that's not right. Jesse Ramian had his eyes on Jack Whiten and jumped at the same time as Jack Whiten. He was looking at Jack Whiten to determine when he needed to jump.
Correct.
So Fast forward again, and I'm going to give you another example of the Sharks. But it's 36 points to 6. Chad Townsend puts in a beautifully weighted kick. Jeremiah Nanai runs through and catches it. Ronaldo Mulatalo belts the ball out of his hands. And Adam G sends it up as a penalty try. And he says, in my opinion, it's a penalty try, and he would have scored. Now, for one replay is all this took.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And the referee straight away says, well, he hit him on the arm.
Yep. Back of the shoulder, I believe.
You can't referee on opinions. You got to referee by the rules.
Is this semantics though? Is it just that he said, in my opinion? Or he said...
But it's the explanation as well that you're getting from video referees going, in my opinion. Well, no, who gives a shit what your opinion is? What's the rule?
Yeah.
Again, we had another one in the Sharks game where Will Kennedy ran through and got his hands to the ball, knocked it on, and it was called a disruptor.
There was also where Britton Nickera went up, contested the ball, it went backwards or Drinkwater knocked on, doesn't matter, and Trindle scores. And it took them about 30 looks.
Yeah.
And we thought they were going to take it off because Adam G was standing in front of Nico and he's going, just wait, just wait. You kept seeing him do this and then he walks back. Nico's lining up the kick, clear as day try. And you saw Ruben Cotter walk at the referee, and Chad came up and had a go at him after, going, disruptor, disruptor. I just want to be on clear as day. It is the worst rule in rugby league by a long, long way. That is an opinion-based rule because 5 different people would look at that. 4 would use common sense and say he's contesting the ball. 1 would say it's a disruptor.
Here's the thing though. How is it a disruptor if Britton Nickera gets there first? And I always go back to round 1. How was it a disruptor when Will Kennedy got there first?
We saw a kick earlier, Terry, yesterday afternoon. The ball went across and Ronaldo went up and went to tap the ball back. I think it was Felt or the other dude tapped it back. Neither of those are trying to catch the ball.
No.
That's a disruptor on both sides. That's how dumb this rule is.
It's just shocking. Like, go back to if he jumps and hits him in the air, it's a penalty.
As Kennedy did.
Yeah.
He took him out. It was clear as day, good refereeing. But Adam G did very well over the weekend.
I thought Adam G was fine. It's just you can't turn around and go, in my opinion. Just turn around and go, I've got a penalty try. Can you clarify it?
Completely fair. Love that.
We're going to do a quick 20 seconds here. Quick fire. The Dolphins' second half against the Eels. Have you ever seen anything like it?
No. They can't touch the ball. They scored a try.
Yeah.
And Parramatta, they're going...
8 tries in the second half.
Was it 8-6 at half time or 6-4 at half time?
10-4.
And then you blinked.
44-10, yeah.
I had the kids this week and they come out and they're like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you sit and watch this. It's good football. Go
the only time I remember seeing so many try score was when Australia beat Russia 102-0 in the World Cup. That was phenomenal foot. And if, seriously, Jermaine Azarko really let me down in fantasy football this week because if he could kick, I would have had probably the highest score of the week.
He's the only bloke that didn't score a try too.
Oh, man. Well done, Dolphins. I've never seen anything like it. That was just mental. Football. Let's get back to some serious stuff now.
Or is it?
Is it serious? The sin bin punch up. Now look, Reid Marnie's a pest. He is an absolute pest. Fair play to Peter Goff, right? It blew up and he turned around and said, called both captains out. Embarrassingly for the Knights, it was Jaden Brayley. And said, if this happens again, I'm going to put them both in the bin. 20 seconds later, Reid Marnie's blown Jack Etherington a kiss. Jack Etherington's reacted. Right? Serious. So he's put him in the bin.
That's excellent.
He's put him in the bin. Yeah. And as he's put him in the bin, Reid Marnie waved him off. Yeah. Right? So not only he kissed him goodbye, he's waved him goodbye. Like 3-0 Reid Marnie, right? Absolutely.
Wow.
So Reid Marnie gets binned to the biggest standing ovation you've ever seen in your life, right? Because 4-0. 4-0. Let's face it, right? Now the footage that has emerged though is Jack Etherington bouncing up and down. And then look like either swinging the worst punch you've ever seen in your life or pushing Reid Marnie in the throat.
Yes.
I think Hetherington's got a problem.
My initial, when you showed me the clip, because I was a little bit of the Sharks, was, their mates having a go. They got, little jab. Doesn't look that playful.
The Bulldogs officials were very quickly to get in the way. And when Reid Marnie walked into the change room, you see him turn around and go, no, he...
Yeah, it looked far more legit in the second time round.
I think the 2 issues that Jack Etherington has is 1, the rules state... Yeah, well, there's 3 issues then. 1, he's an idiot. 2, when you're sin binned, you have to go straight into your change room. You can't wait around. And 3, he's lashed out.
Yeah.
He's got to cop it.
This,
2 to 4 weeks.
Oh, look, it could be double that, to be honest. If okay.
I don't know, because you can't put that in the same bracket as Spencer Lino.
No, look, in the atrocity scale, it's right down there.
Yeah.
But it is so dumb.
Yeah.
Just go and sit down. If he sat there and gone, go on, mate, you got me. Nah.
Yeah.
Have a bit of a play.
Like give him a noogie.
Yeah, we're all having a laugh. But the way Marnie reacted and the speed, as you mentioned, of the officials getting involved is what. Oh, hold on, this is legit because. Dumb. God, these people.
Right, here it is. I'm going to do the judiciary's job for him now. 1 week for being an idiot.
Yep.
1 week for not going into your locker room. And 1 week for throwing a bad punch. 3 weeks.
3, done.
You're gone. Now, we've done fraud watch for teams. Is it time to fraud watch a coach?
Yes.
Trent Robinson.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
He is...
I saw a great quote from a Manly fan calling him Adam O'Brien with a checkbook.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I like that. Now, he's a coach with good reputation.
Yeah.
Won a heap of comps or made a heap of grand finals. Had some very good football teams. But, he signed some players, brought them in, blah, 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 blah. The last 12 or so months, he's become Ricky Stewart without the charm.
Yeah.
Because Ricky Stewart can go in and go, the referees are trouble, and then go like this, and everyone's like, no, it's buying a present. Old mate sits in there, Robinson, with a scowl on his face, everyone's against us. No. You're terrible. You cannot coach. You cannot pick a team. You cannot make the hard decision, which everyone knows needs to be made. Is it Joey Manu at fullback? Everyone's like, what about Tedesco? What about Tedesco? What about him, Terry? Robinson's got to look. Now, I don't know whether this is a public persona where he's like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it look like I'm totally incompetent, and behind I'm going to take, responsibility, or this is just a man who's like, I got no ideas anymore, so I'm going to blame everyone.
Yeah, I think you're leaning towards that he's out of ideas as well. But one thing from the Roosters, like you always joke every year, the Roosters sign heaps of players. They get whoever they want. They actually haven't refreshed the squad for a while.
True.
So I know they brought in Spencer Lino and they brought in Dom Young this year. So the two significant players, right? Also 2 players out of the team at the moment.
Yeah, because of their own idiocy.
Injury and suspension, yeah. I know, both suspensions, aren't they?
Both suspensions, yeah.
But they haven't had like a proper refresh of the squad, right? So from 2019 when they won their last premiership, it's the same faces.
Yeah.
It is the same faces in there. Like
a couple of young kids.
You could tell at the end of last season that Teddy was the one that needed it. They give him a new contract. It's cost you Joey Manu.
It has.
Trent Robinson has watched Joey Manu win a golden boot, be outstanding at fullback, break the NRL running meters, and then turn around and go, you know what this squad needs? James Tedesco at fullback. I don't get it.
You know what I have noticed? Now, there was, during the pre-season, it was all about young Wong, who was going to come in and play whichever side.
Sir Wong, yeah.
As soon as he had an okay to below average game, they went straight back to Satili Tupanua, who I rate, but he's on the downslope.
Yep.
And then they brought Butcher back in. They've come back to Angus Crichton. It's like, these worked years ago. We have to go back. Okay, I get it. I completely get it. But Big White and Terrell May have been their best 2 forwards, right? Terrell May played, 30 minutes on the weekend, and Warrior Hargraves played 50. You got him around the wrong way, mate.
Yeah,
Terrell May was just destroying people for lols, and now he's sitting on the bench for more than half the game. Are you kidding me? He's probably, I would say I'd put him on the bench for the Blues. 100%. He's in such good form. And Warrior Hargraves, who, I don't care what anyone said.
Game's past him.
Cannonball tackled that bloke and gave away and ruined it for what little chance they had left. And Roosters fans and Robertson was, the ref this, the ref that. They're all against us. Your players are old and your coach has got no idea. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, that squad needs to be freshened. The New South Wales Cup team's not too bad either, so I think they need to look in there.
Let's get it going.
You got to find a way to get Joey Manu the ball. If you got to put him at 6, you put him at 6. Got to drop Kiri.
It ain't Kiri, that's for sure.
Get rid of Teddy. Yeah, mate. Trent, if you need any advice, just give score. Finally, is this like the best crop of debutants, NRL debutants we've had for a while?
Well, this early, absolutely.
Or rookies, as we want to call them. Yeah. Now, I know Kai Pearce-Paul had played 30 games overseas, and Morgan Smith is well. What an injection they are into the NRL.
Fantastic. For what do you expect? Wigan boys.
Yeah. Ethan Strange, now I know he debuted last year, but he is probably the runaway favourite for Rookie of the Year at the moment.
Yep. For now.
Kayliro, first game in 2022, is now looking more and more the first grader. Who else we got? Galvin,
yeah.
Unfortunate.
Unlucky,
Yeah, really, really unfortunate. Blaze Talangi from Parramatta, look, he's had his moments. You're going to get that with a young kid.
He's come into a tough spot, though. Let's be honest. It's Scobie, Mitch Moses.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay, that's difficult.
Fatapi, you got the Finding Boys.
He's a monster, that big one.
Galvin's like sensational. It's a shame, as I said, that he can't get Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, look, Chevy Stewart, he had a bit of an up and down night the other night, but the way he bounced back, he could have dropped his head and he could have just gone off, let's be honest.
But he's got that shark in him.
He does got that shark in him.
He does got that shark in him.
Explains the knock-ons.
I think this is one of the best crop of rookies that we've had for a while. Long may it continue.
Yeah, I enjoy it. It's good fun. How good's a try and debut, just quietly? Happens so often.
Forgot Sam Stone Street as well. He looked,
tremendous.
Absolutely tremendous. I'm fearful for clubs coming to raid our boys. Just
me too. Stay away. Gary.
Talk to me, Dan.
Time to talk some black, white and blue. And I'm getting scared.
Oh.
You know how long it's been since we were on top of the table? Last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, LBLT.
Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, look.
Good weekend. Fun.
What a game it was. I caught up with Sam Shinazi and Kieran before the game. And can't wait to listen to their podcast, the Catch Up for Coffee tomorrow. But I spoke to Shinaz, said, how are you feeling? He said, look, I think we're better than them. He was a bit nervous.
Yeah, it's the shark in you.
Yeah, it is the shark in you. All of that got quickly erased. The warm-up, the Sharks' warm-up was brilliant. I've got to say, I couldn't see down the other end obviously because I'm blind, but couldn't see down the other end to see what the Cowboys' warm-up was like. But the Sharks' warm-up
Chad
was
was
really
kicking loopy-loops.
We put up a couple of spirals. I've never seen anything like that. That's terrible. But
Stone Street Army on the corner.
Man, we were right next to it.
All you could hear in the warm-up was Stone Street.
Oh. We were right next to that as well. It was absolutely mental.
Do we talk about him first?
Sam?
Yeah, let's move it up. We had him third. Let's move it up.
Yeah, let's move it up. Always good to get a try on debut. And I thought, flawless. Didn't make an error. Defended really well. He's so quick.
He is. There was one time where he overran the ball and he turned around and chased Valemay down. It's all right when you're young and quick enough. I thought he was breathtaking, let's be honest.
I know, the commentator said he looked like Luke Cavell. No, he didn't.
No, Luke Cavell didn't go, meow.
Luke Cavell would still be running for that try right now.
So early on, there was a crossfield kick. Now, they picked out very early, we're going to kick to the rookie, we're going to pep him. He flew above everyone, took it, and got hit, and came down, caught the ball, and got the penalty. And from them, you knew this kid's a first grader.
Yeah, he looks every bit the first grader, a lot of speed. I know Sione Katoa is going to come straight back in, but he is great as the next cab off the rank.
Oh, yeah. Fair. Katoa's been amazing. But you got to be a little bit nervous if you see.
And Sam's only 21.
Yeah,
let's be real. He's locked up for a couple of years now.
It's a haircut.
Yeah, he's
aerodynamic.
He's absolutely brilliant, man. I've been banging on about this kid for a long time now.
Absolutely.
I think he's going to be really, really special for us.
Do love it.
I know we have Sione Katoa for another couple of years. I don't think that contract will see itself out.
Someone's got to make way eventually.
Someone's got to make way, and it's not going to be him. Especially a local junior.
You take the local junior. You take the height. You take the size. And you take the pace because you cannot.
You can't coach height, you can't teach speed.
Yep, exactly right, and boy, we saw plenty of it. Fantastic. Sam, if you're watching, and
we know you will.
Look, we know you are. I just want to say we got on this bandwagon first, as we did with Toby.
Yeah, we put the interview up on Things Up Podcast. It's on both our socials. Make sure you check it out. He was also on the Super Duper Saturday.
He was. He can be a good one. But that's not the only agenda.
Let's just move up.
We go up.
We go up.
I'm in a great mood. Why not?
Yeah, well, let's go. The bench. We saw the bench. It was huge.
Would you say the bench?
The bench. Now, it didn't have huge toques on it, so it was only a huge bench, right? I love the makeup of that bench.
It's perfect.
We're missing Royce Hunt. We're missing Dale Finucane. Huge toques.
And look, Colhoun.
Yeah, he'd be in there as well. And we're also missing Billy Burns.
Are we?
I don't think there is a spot in this team at the moment for Dale Finucane.
Ooh.
Right.
No
the only way that I'll say Dale Finucane gets into this team is if we drop Oregon Kaufusi. And even at that point there, his stint today with Tom Hazelton in the opening 25 minutes was outstanding. Big ball Tom, the footwork.
What a man. What a man.
Like I kissed producer Dids' head on, as I did the first time he scored. Brilliant. He's got a big smile on his face right now. But there's Dale Finucane's 18th man. Mm-hmm. Royce Hunt and Huge can bide their time. They were both pretty ordinary for Newtown.
They're okay.
Yeah.
You can't be okay, though, and push that bench.
No, that bench. Toby, I said it. I said it to producer Dids at the game. I want Toby and Ueli on the bench when AFB turns up next year. I want Big Bald Tom to start. Producer Dids said he's reminding more and more of Matt Pryor.
Yep.
I love it.
We're seeing it. Better haircut than Matt Pryor, too.
Jack Williams and Talakai, a nice punch off the bench as well.
Huge punch. We were lacking a bit of energy there, and Talakai made one hit up and made like 15 metres post-contact. You're like, yeah, well, there you go, momentum's back.
Now, someone said to me, why is Talakai only playing a limited amount of minutes? I said it on Fins Up last week, and I'll double down on it now. He came to us as a back rower, middle forward back rower. We changed his diet, changed his training regime, changed his cardio, changed his fitness, and turned him into a centre. Yep. Lost a lot of weight. Yeah, looked really, really good. Still a wrecking ball, right? Now we're asking him to go and be a forward again. He's got to eat more. He's got to run less. You just ease him back. We don't need it. He comes on for Cam McInnes. He empties the tank. He gets a final stint right at the end. What else do you need from the guy?
It was perfect. Now, I thought Hamlin Ueli was great when he came on.
Sensational.
He is a giant.
Yeah.
Obviously, he was there because his family were there yesterday at the game, and he came on, and he just looked $1 million. He looked fit, he looked fast, he looked huge, and he looked like he wanted to score a try any time of the game. And I thought he was tremendous. Him coming on, and he played the shorter stint of the 4 forwards, which was perfect. They brought him on for a bit of a rah-rah at the end. His size and power just add so much to the side. You're not going to see the best of him because he's a lot of things, but consistent isn't one. If you get that 15 minutes of whack every week, that's perfect.
After the Ronaldo try where he took the mickey out of everyone and scored under the post, they kicked off to him and he took that hit up. And there was legitimate fear in Jesse McLean's eyes at how quick that he was running that ball back. And yeah, man, I love the bench.
Perfect. Yeah, so no Dale, no Royce, no Huge.
Dale is made for 18th man. He is the perfect 18th man.
I'll be
disappointed.
I'll be annoyed if he comes back in for anyone. Injury side, of course. I think they've all earned it. And I even think Kafusi against probably his last 2 weeks been really good.
Yeah.
He's not now top quality forwards, but the way he starts the game and eases it up for our big boys to come on.
And he's not bad in the middle. He's not bad. Like his ruck defence is pretty good.
He's been more than adequate.
Now let's talk about the man on the bench, Sisif Talakai versus Kale Iro. If Dale Finucane does come back in, you could actually see it be for Kale Iro.
It would be disgusting.
It would be
That's the only way I can see it happening at the moment.
That would be an awful move, right? Now, I am fully in the Iro for centre camp. I will say, though, that I don't feel he is as threatening with the ball as Talakai is. Makes the metres, takes the charges, but close to the line, a short ball, out in the centres, I'm picking Talakai over him.
True, but Talakai knocks the ball on 15 times more often than Iro. Huge. And what haven't we seen the last few weeks? We haven't seen the
bad defense.
We'll just go around Talakai and Ronaldo will run in and we'll score untouched. You're not seeing that because Iro's so much quicker. What we were worried about, myself included, was when you lose Talakai, you lose that punch.
Iro's been the top meters.
Every single second or first, whatever it was off restart, was Iro. Again, 2 weeks in a row, he's topped the meters and he's topped in the game and he's topped the Sharks post-contact meters. I think he actually got the most in the game this week again. I had 4 missed tackles this week, which is just diabolical because he had 0 in the 3 weeks gone by. But one of them was Kyle Feld just pushed him into the shadow realm. That's going to happen.
Happens, yeah.
You cop that. But I feel so much more confident defending the line when Carlero's there. And there was a couple of times where they've got him the ball on the 5th tackle and said, just run as hard as you can. And they seem happy to turn the ball over 3 or 4 metres out.
Yeah, Dids and I were talking about that. There is actually a stat that you can go and find as to who gives away the most 7 tackle restarts. I'll give you a hot tip. It's not Cronulla.
Yeah.
I don't think we've given away one this year.
No,
we're happy for a crash
maybe
ball.
against the Tigers.
Yeah, well, no, because I don't think we got near our line.
There you go. I'm okay with that. If Iro's hitting the line, he's going to score sometimes.
Teague, Iro, like sometimes it really frustrates the hell out of you because you turn around and go, why won't you just put a kick in? But at 20-16, maybe you don't want to do that, right?
No, just pin him.
At 36-0 sucked in Cowboys, like maybe we could do that, right? Who cares? But look.
What about in that first half where we just ran the ball in the fifth with 20 seconds to go and gave the ball over?
Yeah.
I was like, huh? That's when you don't make the crash play.
And then Ronaldo batted the ball down and kicked it into bloody Wolloware.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, man, this game was so... Look, I know that I know I was geeing you up beforehand saying Iro versus Talakai as a debate. I just think they both have great qualities.
Big time.
As a centre, right? And
if Iro was to get injured,
Talakai
Talakai
goes back in there, right? Here's the thing. For Cronulla, who can score points? Do we value offense or do we value defense? Because right now, it's the defensive Iro that can't be questioned. And same as Sam Stonestreet.
Yeah.
So many times that he was able to turn around, run and catch the guy. So many times when Ronaldo ran in, Iro came. So many times the Cowboys had that overlap. They thought they had the overlap. They misjudged the speed of the players. Like Mulatalo and Iro, that's a lot of speed there.
Yeah, quick left edge.
Yeah.
Cronulla are not a notoriously fast team.
No.
You add Iro and Ronaldo and Stonestreet, and even Katoa is not small. It's small.
Slow, yeah.
Either's Ramian. So I'm liking what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We'll do a full on Fins Up, please, on Spotify. Jump on. We'll do a full rundown on Tuesday night.
Yep.
And I'm just going to talk Iro and Stonestreet up for 4 hours.
Yeah, and just quickly we'll give you the results if you haven't seen them. The Newtown Jets lost 14 points to 10 to a terrible Blacktown Workers team. This was a disgusting game. If you can, don't watch it. The Jersey Flag team won 30 points to 10. If you can watch this, I highly recommend you watch it.
Michael Gabriel went
He's
ballistic.
a beast.
Liam Eason or Ison, they haven't quite decided which way they're going to go. They kept saying Ison on the call.
Yeah,
either way, Liam superstar.
The Tasha Gale girls lost 26 points to 4 to the Illawarra Steelers.
They did well to get this far.
In the semi-finals, crashing out, congratulations to the girls, wasn't to be. Same as the Harold Matthews boys, lost 8 points to 6 to a much more fancy Western Suburbs team.
And we scored off a monster forward pass.
Yeah, did really, really well in to get as far as they did. Future's looking bright. Dan.
Talk to me, Terry.
Some top sport tips.
Favourite part of the week.
Now, we don't have the update. I apologise for that. I will tweet it out.
I would have won.
We'll also talk about it next week.
Maybe. Who knows? I can't even remember.
I know, because I picked the Storm. So I know I at least got one different than we had.
Cool.
Did you pick the Titans?
Oh,
Were you stupid enough to pick the Titans?
No, I doubt it. I can't.
Surely you picked the Titans. I know you also got the Sharks game wrong.
Good.
So that's an extra 3 points for me right there. Maybe I'm clawing back.
That's fine. Look, let's call a spade a spade.
Maybe I'm clawing back.
Now, every dollar we get it wrong.
Yep. We're handing over some money for charity.
And Tristan from Top Sport, thank you, mate.
We're going to ask some of our fans to match as well what they can.
To pony up for the kids.
Throw up some money for the kids. Now, feeling good this week. I'm feeling good because we have a Super Thursday.
Yeah.
3-game Thursday.
Super Thursday.
Thank you for a public holiday.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Friday's going to suck, though.
Yeah, Friday is going to suck. But we don't have the 6 o'clock game, which is great.
Yeah, that's true. We'll make
We don't have the 6 o'clock game. I absolutely love that. 2 o'clock on Thursday, 4 o'clock over in New Zealand. The Warriors are taking on the Titans. Just when you think things couldn't get worse for the Titans, the Warriors came to Australia and got absolutely hammered. The Titans lost on an intercept.
Yep.
I think the Warriors are going to be out for blood, man.
They better be. They've been pretty terrible the last 2 weeks. They should have lost 2 in a row. Got very, very lucky over there. Yeah, I'm fearful for the Titans. Looking for their first win. Can't see it in New Zealand.
I don't think they're going to find it in New Zealand, no. Is my turn to tip first this week?
Whatever.
I will tip the Warriors, which means you have to tip the Titans.
No, thank you. Warriors for me.
Okay. Now, 4 o'clock, the traditional Anzac game. This is going to be nuts.
So form out the window.
Yeah, I might try and secure tickets for this game just to go to. I haven't been to one yet. I think that would be a great experience to do. Dragons are the home team against the Roosters.
Yep.
There's 2 questions to ask about this. The first question we can ask, are the Dragons a legitimate chance of the top 8 this year? Don't answer it yet. The second question, will Trent Robinson have the balls to make some big decisions this week? Let's start with the Trent Robinson question.
No.
James Tedesco is going to play. Joey Mine is going to get wasted in the centres.
Luke Keary will play.
Halfback. I don't think they'll bring Walker back because Connor Watson's been pretty damn good.
It's been fine, yeah.
The second question, are the Dragons a threat to the top 8? I think yes.
I'm still slightly more no than yes, but if they win every second week, that statistically will probably be enough to see them right there or thereabouts.
Now, you and I both 3 years in a row now have picked teams to win the wooden spoon, and it's like thrown back in our face. The Dragons...
That's fine.
Yeah, the Dragons, look, you've got to make the bold prediction.
As I said the other day, get them, little bro.
Yeah. The Dragons go into this in better form.
Yep.
I just look at that Roosters team, man. I just look at that team and just go, there's just so much talent on the park.
Flog them.
They should win this game and win it comfortably. On that, I am going to pick the Roosters because I can't utter the words. I'm picking the Dragons.
I'm picking the Dragons.
Wow, okay.
Whew, that was tough.
That hurts. And then 8 o'clock, the Storm keep their game.
Wingies.
Yeah, big time. We got a 4-hour gap. We get spoilt for 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock, then we have to wait till 8 o'clock for the game to go down in Melbourne.
Well, it's only a 2-hour gap.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Full time, whatever. Yeah, forgot
Two
about
premiership.
Wait.
2 hours, 2 sets of books.
Yeah. Wait, so you got me on a technicality there. Yeah, look, I'm happy enough with that.
Cheats.
For the Storm to take on South Sydney down there.
Oh, the Bunnies are back.
The Bunnies are back. Oh, not the game. Not the game you want to come back for.
No. The Storm will probably only win by 2 or 4 points.
Yeah, look, as I was going to say, the Storm have been winning, right? They sit second on the ladder, and people are critical. I don't think if you're in the top 4 in the first set, I don't think you can be critical of a side being 5-1,
no,
or another side being 4-2 or 5-2 if you haven't had a bye yet.
Yeah.
I don't think you can be critical of any of the top 4 teams because they have been the best 4 teams in the competition. Yeah. It's a fact.
Yeah, we're a long way in now. It's not a month.
I think, look, whether the Storm's for and against is +20, who cares?
You
Who
win by 2 or
absolutely
win by
cares?
25, done matter.
And the only game they lost by 2 points.
Yeah.
Like they are playing close games because for years they have been spanking teams. I think they're going to win this game. I think they'll be a little bit more comfortable for it.
This will be the game where they really fire for me.
I am going to pick the Storm to win and win well.
Yep, Melbourne win well. Cameron Munster still hasn't played particularly well, and he loves a big occasion.
Mm-hmm. Now, only one game on our Friday. We get rid of that dreadful 6 o'clock time slot, which is good. Yeah. The game itself has the potential to be good. It's Manly versus Parramatta at Four Pines Park in Brookvale. I like this game.
Be chilly, yeah.
I really do like this game. I think, Parramatta can't get any worse.
No, statistically says they cannot.
Manly.
Who knows which Manly you're going to get, though?
But Manly Manly had a tricky, I'm not going to say tough, I'm going to say they had a tricky 2 weeks. You had to go to New Zealand and you had to go to the Gold Coast, right? That is a tricky, to come away with 3 points.
Yeah, it's
3 out of 4 points.
Pretty good.
No
losses.
That's pretty good, right? That sets their season. And that draw as well, it can either be a good thing or a bad thing for them.
It's a points differential as you look at it, yeah.
Yeah, so,
that makes no sense, but you know what I mean.
I think Manly... there's just something about them. They're a bit too classy.
Look, Manly can run up a score of 40 or they can be the worst team in the comp. There doesn't seem to be a middle ground at the moment. Mm-hmm. I don't think Parramatta can be good. Mm-hmm. We had an argument. I still reckon Marcus Evo is their most damaging back. And they're saying, Sean Russell's better than this and that. I don't fear Sean Russell.
Sean Russell is slower than a wet Wednesday.
I don't, I'm not even a footballer. I don't fear any of that back four. Gutho's okay. But... you cannot look at that back 5 and say they match up against Manly.
But I saw a Parramatta fan saying, but Will Penasini's good. Yeah, but you had the Will Penasini tax. He scored 1, let in 4.
It's just not... They're not good. Junior Paulo is so out of form. Looks...
Regan Campbell-Gillard.
Tough up there.
Yeah, Regan Campbell-Gillard looks like he's about to ask for a release because this is exactly how he was at Penrith.
Yeah. Ryan Madison, what the hell?
Doesn't look interested. Sean Lane tries really hard.
He does. He's a good player. Bryce Cartwright has just gone back to Bryce Cartwright after an aberration year last year. Dylan Brown cannot be your first receiver. He just cannot do it.
But that's the thing. When you invest so much money into Mitch Moses and Dylan Brown, you've only got Mitch Moses and Dylan Brown.
That's completely true. I don't like what I've seen from Parramatta. No. I think Manly spank him.
I'm going to go Manly. Saturday, we don't get a super Saturday. But we do get a 5:30 game between the Tigers and the Broncos. Now, I follow a lot of Tigers fans on Twitter, right? I do, because it's just fun. Look, trust me, I've had a great 10 years on Twitter with Tigers fans. It's just been brilliant. They always turn around and say it's not fair because teams injured players or suspended players always seem to come back against us. Payne Haas, Adam Reynolds are playing this week.
Well, ain't that a shame? I don't think even if they don't play, I don't care.
I don't know where this game's being played because they have too many home grounds. They need to play the game at Campbelltown and Campbelltown only. I don't... Huh?
Or Leichhardt.
No, Leichhardt sucks.
They won there, though.
Yeah, so?
Why do they want to win?
Yeah, miracles happen. I don't think that they're going to match up well against the Broncos, and I think the Broncos will put 30 on them.
I think they'll smash them. Reece Walsh is just in another universe right now.
Yeah.
Ezra Mam.
Yeah.
Billy Walters is so much better than I ever gave him credit for. Pat Carrigan's looked and gone, look, Payne Haas is out, so I'm going to be Payne Haas.
Yeah, he is.
What about Buzz Rothfield? Oh, Payne Haas isn't in the top 3 bloody forwards in the game.
Oh, my
I
God.
apologise. Cut that out. I don't want to hear his name on my show. Leave it in.
On that note, I'm picking Brisbane.
Yeah, Brisbane.
7:30 Saturday night up in Townsville. The Cowboys will be looking to avoid...
The newly minted frauds.
Yeah, newly minted frauds will be looking to avoid 3 losses on the trot as they take on the Penrith Panthers.
Good luck.
Now, they have a pretty good record against Penrith up there.
Don't care.
Albeit in round 27 when the Panthers have clocked off.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Playing their flag team.
Yeah. Penrith weren't impressive against the Tigers, but the Tigers lulled them into that game.
They didn't need to be, yeah. They're back off a bye, plus Nathan Cleary's back this week.
Is he?
Supposedly.
Supposedly back this week. On the other hand, the Cowboys were so bad, it's not funny. It was actually really funny.
It was hilarious. You reckon they got it out of their system?
I don't know, because they were pretty crap against Parramatta.
Yeah.
And it just seems like if they can't score an early try, they're out of the game.
That's true.
I'm going to pick Penrith.
Yeah, are you?
I mean,
You're going to go out on a limb, pick Penrith.
You got to like the bounce back. Are they going to get a bounce back? Probably not this week.
No.
Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. And even then, I don't know. Frauds.
Yeah, Penrith. Now, 2:00 Sunday afternoon.
Spectacular Sunday.
The Dolphins are taking on the Newcastle Knights.
Ooh.
I said it last week on the show. I couldn't get a read on the Dolphins. I picked the Eels.
Yeah.
Said it last week on the show. I couldn't get a read on the Knights. I picked the Knights.
Yep. Well, there's 2 errors.
Well, you picked the Knights too.
Well, I'm an idiot.
Yes. I don't know how to tip this game.
Tip the Dolphins. Ponga's out. Gone.
Well, we don't know yet.
He's in the moon boot.
Yeah, he's in a moon boot. But this is the thing. We've said this about the Dolphins. Yeah, they're missing this player. They're missing that player. The Dolphins should go and smack them, and then they go and get smacked.
That's true.
And then you write the Knights off and call them frauds, and they'll probably win by 30.
That's fine.
I'm picking the Dolphins.
4:00
Sunday afternoon down in Canberra. I will be there. You will not. Just giving you a shot there. Giving you a shot. This was your idea. You wanted to go down. You wanted me to drive. Here we go.
Enjoy your trip.
I will. The Sharks are taking on the Raiders, or the Raiders are hosting the Sharks down at GIO Stadium in Canberra.
GIO Stadium.
I cannot wait to go down for this game here. Now, it sucks that Jamal Fogarty, with the 12-week injury, we're now going to watch this Jamal rest up.
His biceps are almost as big as ours, too.
Man, that guy is
what a monster. I'm not sad he's missing this game.
I'm not sad he's missing this game either as well. I don't think... Canberra weren't particularly good. Well, let's put it this way. They were really bad. And I don't feel that there's been a great recovery from that capitulation against the Sharks. Now, I know a week later they towed up the Eels, but as we've seen, the Eels are pretty bad this year.
It's going to be a young side for Canberra.
Yeah, it is going to be a young, inexperienced side. Now, they still have that monster forward pack, but you take, as we saw, Tarpany and Papali'i go off.
Really?
Now, I saw someone turn around and go, well, maybe you got to move Papali'i to the bench. Maybe, but he's not the Papali'i that he used to be.
No, he's not.
I think Cronulla have found a nice formula. They're in a nice groove at the moment as well, and that top of the table status is something that we're going to want to keep for a while.
Absolutely.
I am going to tip the Sharks on the money ball.
Tipping Canberra because it's worked a couple of weeks in a row, and I ain't changing it now.
Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Rugby League Outlaws, brought to you by our good friends at Top Sport. Don't forget to like and subscribe where you can.
If you could, please.
When you're watching on YouTube, make sure you give us a like. It brings the algorithm up. Drop the link for Fins up this week as well.
Yep, Tuesday, if you can.
Tuesday night, we can. The knock on as well.
We're everywhere. Good luck trying to avoid it.
Yeah, you can't.
We'll be back next week with a change. We'll be back next Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tuesday.
It'll be different because this guy's going to Canberra.
I am going to Canberra. I might get some footage down there as well for the show.
Ooh, get some footage. Yeah. Go to Sharks.
Will do.